Hi, welcome to Cherie's weight loss journey. We're out, gonna take a small walk. I had a lot of downloads this morning, but they're all intended to happen. I mean, right? Don't they say whatever happens is supposed to happen? Okay. Anyway, women have been feeling the aftershock of the fact that men are, losing their identity because they can't dominate over women. All right? And yet, we show them, you don't like being dominated, so stop it. Hold on. All right. I've calmed down. Okay? But what they don't understand in their pea brain is that don't do unto others that you don't want to have done unto you. Okay? So when they turn around and say, I don't want women to have no money or no property or none of this or none of that, right? You best believe you ain't gonna like it when you don't have no property, when you don't have. And I know you're saying, oh no, it's not just gonna tire. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. When people get so vile, right? When people get so vile, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. When men get so vile that they can do whatever they want to with their bodies, right? They can have sex with other men. They can turn around and have sex with women, causing complete, biocontamination. Calm down, Cherie, calm down. Okay. Causing complete biocontamination. All right? Then they decide to do whatever they want to their body too, right? They become transgender. Well, a lot of them, they'll say they want to become transgender, but they just want to look beautiful. So they want the estrogen. They want the estrogen so that they could look beautiful. Or the testosterone so they could, be virile. Yeah. So anyway, get off my ass, please. So anyway, then you turn around and say, no. It was one thing. Let me explain to you. And I'm not talking out of the side of my ass, all right? But they had put sterilizations on women, right? Oh, you had too many kids, and they had sterilized women. Right? Now they want to force women into having their children. I'm telling you, women are going to be a protective group. And that's what women are asking for. Women are asking to be a protective group. All right? If that's something that you can't handle, all you got to do is just let us know, and we will dominate ourselves. All right? Because this fake ass, phony ass, you protecting and providing shit, it's not flying. All right? It's not flying. You're not getting nowhere with that, and I'm telling you, it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop. So, and I'm not lying either, because the protecting and providing, you told them, I'm gonna put you in a pumpkin shell and, you can stay there till it rots, but I'm gonna go out here and go to work, abroad and find me some broads. Okay? All right. So they were like, okay, well, we're gonna bring the hammer down on women. And women were like, huh? Right? This is why the government jobs that was mostly held by women were cut. Right? Because the sons went to their daddies and they said, Daddy, I don't have me the woman that I want. She's probably working in some government office, right? If women have money, they won't want us. Right? Who would have thought that we had evolved just to have it be reversed? When they said we're not going back, we're talking about freedom. We're talking about autonomy. We're talking about equity. Right? And you turned around and with your bullshit started playing power plays with us. Oh, you equal? Yeah, let me show you how strong I am. Listen. Most of the reason why women are strong is because we weren't lifting weights from the time that we was 2 years old. You were. You didn't even want us in the gyms. You didn't even want us to lift up. Oh, you told us you like that jelly. You like that jelly. Don't firm up. If you firm up, I might as well be with a man. All right. You got your man. Leave the women that don't want you alone. Don't be sitting up here trying to block her from having a happy life because you don't meet her standards. It was sang in songs. Yeah, it's a man's world, but it's a woman's choice. And you were like, oh no, I'm going to take her choice away from her. I'm going to take her choice away from her. Okay. Then, when you're stuck with a fucking demon that don't like you, don't want you, you cry. Oh, I got a demon. She's a devil. She's gonna suck me dry. That pause was for a reason, because I want you to think about that. All right? All of this time that you're I've been being I've been docile. Nice. Handing you the information out of the kindness of my heart. Right? Is that because you thought, I couldn't use my sword? Listen. I want you to think about what I just said. All right? And I'm going to go into my, hi, welcome to Cherie's Weight Loss Journey. We're out here drinking our protein shake, getting ready to take a walk. In my protein shake, I have creatine, fiber, and collagen. Okay? You want every woman to be Vanna White frozen in time. They're not going to be frozen in time. They're not. You're not frozen in time. You're no longer that cute little boy that look like he could be a boy or a girl. No. Y'all got this from the feedback from Michael Jackson, who wanted to keep his high voice and his youthful body, that he started taking estrogen. Am I lying? Okay. So anyway, I think I need to get me some air before I turn around and let y'all have it for real. Okay. Because I know you guys can only take this shit in small doses. All right. So yeah. So now that you declared war on women, you started a motherfucking revolution. You don't want to be cooperative, right? You know, and in your idea, alphabet community, you thought that was just great, right? Oh yeah, if we separate the men and the women, you know, then the men will be ours. Yeah, you can have them. You can have them, right? So you want us to go ahead and build our own villages, build our own community, build our own society, right? And even then, you salivate at the idea of rolling in there with the whole intentions on raping and pillaging and then burning the whole thing down. Like you did before, like you did in the past. Okay? But see, you have a whole different kind of woman now that you're dealing with. It's not going to be the same woman. The one that was loyal to you, right? The one that tried to warn you with the sacrificing of the firstborn males. We might still give you that warning. We might. There, you know, the council has to approve it first. Of course. Of course. Because obviously, the plagues You're so disconnected with God that you can't even recognize a plague when you see it. You're so disconnected with God that you don't hear God's voice. All you can do is recite a fucking indoctrination scribed by some old man somewhere. Oh, you called him a guru. You called him a prophet. Okay. All right. Anyway, I don't talk to myself like that. I really don't. But you think because you can talk like that, that makes you powerful. Right? And if somebody else talks to you like that, you get so upset that you want to fight. You felt violated. Why do you do it? All right? So, today, we're trying something new. Look at that beautiful sunrise. We're out here in the field. Nobody's here. My dog is walking herself on her leash. Yeah. But I still got to pick up the poop. Yeah. So, this is a message to other women out there. Like I said, we heard you. We feel you. And we're here for you. We're organizing an underground railroad for you, the displaced, okay? The ones that they're trying to coerce, abuse, and extort. We're building the underground railroad for you. We're going to have people that will give you safe harbors to camp in their lawns. We're going to have places where you can get aid, right? You can get car repairs. Out of charity. Right? Because when you do things out of charity, what? You don't have to pay taxes. Right? Yes. We're going to have Airbnbs designed just for women so that they can be safe. Right? We heard you say, just leave you alone. And they were like, don't worry, just wait them out. You know, they got to come out sometime. That's why we're going to get you the Underground Railroad. So you can be free, baby. So you can be free. Okay. They still have the day after pills. You don't have to get an abortion. You can, get day after pills We'll try to make sure that some of that's available. Should you need it, right? But I caution you to only have sex out of love and not out of your hormonal influxes. It's not worth it. I can't even tell you the heartbreak that these women have felt, when their intimate partner brought home HIV. And usually that's when you get a wake-up call. It's like, do you really want to sacrifice your life? Live an alternative life for somebody that was totally disloyal in the first place? I'm totally an advocate for masturbation. Learn your body. Know yourself. Know when your cycles are. Calculated with moon cycles. That way, even if you forget, you're going to look up in the sky one day and you're going to see the moon and you're going to know, okay, my period's coming. You don't need a calendar. You don't need to mark it down. You don't need a reminder. Well, you can put all of that in there. But if it doesn't work, you can still look up in the sky and you'll know. Okay? So, let's go this way. My dog, she rarely gets the freedom to roam free. It's so rare, with the leash law and everything. But, I understand. Every now and then, I give her the opportunity to be out here walking free when there's nobody around. 'Cause she's no danger to no one if there's nobody around, right? And I know that you all are saying, oh, but they're compromising. No. They're giving you crumbs off of the table. I'll tell you. Giving birth to my last child, they had to resuscitate me 3 times. Okay? My pregnancy, even though silent, was turbulent. And I'll tell you, my fetus was being jolted by my emotions, feeling my pain. So, men have broken their covenant with their God to protect and provide. And they provided crumbs. And the protection was an illusion. And they're so far away from God, they don't even believe God exists. Because why? They claim themselves to be God. Right? They claim themselves to be God. And then they told women, God don't listen to you. You have to go through a man in order to reach God. And your man determines your divinity. Right? Did they not say that? That's that whole hierarchy thing. And we submitted. We said, no problem as long as you're protecting and providing for us. Defending our cause. And after a couple of thousand years of no support, we had to be protected from you, not the dinosaurs or lions and tigers and bears. We had to be protected from you. So, here we are. You got us right where you want us. Yeah? I think so. No worries, though. No worries. Just because the call for balance was refused, you caused the imbalance to be inverted. And we're not scared. No, we're not scared. Because you could say, oh, well, you know, we need men to propagate the planet. Right? Did you guys not say that women, well, one, the Virgin Mary had a child without a man? And don't we see that in nature? Right? Where chickens, ducks, fish, who can have eggs without men, without the male counterpart. But you mad because you came into this world and you wanted to be of service, but you can't. You can't. Your temptations for laziness just overwhelms you, that you didn't think it's a crime to take positions of leadership and power and being derelict of your duties. And then you forget you came from a woman. If women conspire the way that men conspire, women can castrate every male baby. They could castrate your sword. They could castrate your wand. They could castrate your pentacles. And they could castrate your emotions. Why? Because you came from a woman. I don't know how you will sit up here and think in your pea-brain mind that you're better that the branches are better than the tree. Okay. Come on.